Coming up on today's episode of Airborne-Unlimited, DJI launches Mini 5 Pro. Xpeng AeroHT flying cars collide in air show rehearsal. Man who landed on Navy base pleads guilty to Fed charges. Welcome to Airborne Unlimited. I'm your host, Holland Lee. Let's get into today's stories. DJI launches Mini 5 Pro. DJI has brought the first ever compact drone to feature a 1-inch sensor, its Mini 5 Pro, to the market, the European and Canadian markets that is. Government suspicion and tariff policies are preventing the drone maker from bringing its one-of-a-kind creation to the U.S., cutting one of the company's biggest spenders from the launch. The Mini 5 Pro has some impressive specs, introducing a 50-megapixel camera with 4K 60 HDR video, slow-motion capture at 4K 120, and a 225-degree gimbal roll for flexible camera movement, including true vertical shooting. It also incorporates a new 48mm med-tele mode for improved subject separation, as well as DJI's portrait optimization technology to brighten up tones and contrast. For creators, the drone supports 10-bit video, D-Log-M, and HLG, with ISO performance up to 12,800. Safety and flight performance have also had some exciting upgrades. The drone adds forward-facing LiDAR to its omnidirectional vision system, giving it obstacle sensing in low-light environments. Even in cities or areas with weak satellites, the drone can utilize features like nightscape obstacle detection, nighttime return to home, and non-GNSS route memorization to get on the ground in one piece. The drone's standard flight time is rated at 36 minutes, with an optional plus battery extending endurance to 52 minutes, though that pushes the drone out of the 249-gram weight class. After the break, ATAC gets 5-year, $555 million contract with Navy and Marine Corps.
I'm currently using the Hartzell Talon, by far the best aerobatic propeller ever come out.
I use the Trailblazer. It adds performance to the Super Decathlon and dependability, and it's rugged.
Hartzell's been an excellent partner for MidAir, just in terms of your product support, as well as keeping an eye on the market and developing new products that meet demand.
It's helping us all have better performing airplanes.
It's such a proud honor to fly behind that propeller.
Meet the first of a new generation of the M-Class family. The M700 Fury. An aircraft worthy of the name, an indomitable force. The M700 Fury transcends traditional limits with more power, blistering performance, a finely appointed interior, and the luxury of what matters most: time. Experience the Fury. Join the legacy.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some shorter stories. ATAC gets 5-year, $555 million contract with Navy and Marine Corps. Airborne Tactical Advantage Company, a unit of Textron Systems, announced it has received a $555 million indefinite delivery, indefinite quantity contract with the U.S. Navy and Marine Corps for training support under the Fleet Fighter Jet Services Program, providing high subsonic and supersonic contractor-operated aircraft in simulated airborne threat scenarios for Navy and Marine Corps aviators. The contract is for ATAC to operate Mirage F-1, F-21 Kfir, and Mark 58 Hawker Hunter jets in simulated threats, such as electronic combat environments and aggressor roles in adversarial air exercises. Judge tosses lawsuit challenging FAA launch approvals. U.S. District Judge Carl Nichols said that the FAA had fulfilled its obligation, quote, to take a hard look at the effects of light on nearby wildlife, end quote, in rejecting a suit brought by conservation groups opposing the FAA's 2022 approval of expanded rocket launch operations by SpaceX at its Starbase facility in South Texas. The suit alleged that the launches, adjacent to a national wildlife refuge, would cause disruption to endangered ocelots and jaguarundis, as well as nesting sites for Kemp's Ridley sea turtles and other species, including shorebirds. Industry bashes Dutch lawmakers for proposed air tax markup. The European aviation industry is urging the Dutch government to take a step back from its proposed air passenger tax increase, which could put travel fees at up to €70 per ticket by 2027. Stakeholders argue that the price hikes would harm the economy more than help it. Starting January 1, 2026, the tax on departing flights will rise 2.9%, By 2027, medium-haul passengers could face taxes of over 47 euros, while long-haul travelers may be forced to fork over 70 euros each. ERAU Prescott campus joins enhanced ATC training program. The FAA announced that the Prescott, Arizona campus of Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University is the 9th school and first in the state to be authorized as an enhanced air traffic collegiate training initiative program, and is now able to provide the same curriculum and advanced technology training offered at the FAA ATC Academy in Oklahoma City. Embry-Riddle's Daytona Beach campus was previously approved for the enhanced AT-CTI program. That's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. Xpeng AeroHT flying cars collide in airshow rehearsal. Just ahead of a live flight demo, 2 electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft built by the self-proclaimed largest flying car company in Asia collided mid-air. Xpeng's technology unit, AeroHT, first drew headlines in 2021 with the X2, a sleek 5th-gen prototype that traded wheels for propellers, utilizing design characteristics from the Xpeng P7 sedan. The company later debuted a convertible EV-eVTOL hybrid and the so-called land carrier with a detachable eVTOL. AeroHT first showed off the land carrier's capabilities to a crowd in late 2024 as part of the 15th China International Aviation and Aerospace exhibition. The aircraft must have left a solid impression, with pre-order logs already surpassing 2,000. The factory hopes to grind out 10,000 units annually. This progress was supposed to be a highlight of the Changchun Air Show. The 2 flying cars were rehearsing formation flight for the Changchun Air Show in northeast China when the collision occurred. One aircraft managed to land safely, while the other crashed to the ground, caught fire, and left at least 1 person injured and hospitalized. According to Xpeng, the collision happened because the 2 aircraft did not maintain adequate separation during the maneuver. The company assures that an internal investigation is already underway to pinpoint the exact cause and remedy any potential issues. After these messages, man who landed on Navy base pleads guilty to Fed charges.
The legendary BD 4-seat program is building an exciting future for those who want a rugged 4-seat family flyer with a proven history. The SureWings program produces a complete kit and builder assist program that gives you everything you need to be flying a BD 4CS in record time. For conventional kit builders, BD Aviation has parts, partial kits, and full kits for the 190-mile-per-hour BD 4C that has logged thousands of hours. Visit SureWings.com and BDAviation.com for more detail.
Welcome back. Man who landed on Navy base pleads guilty to Fed charges. Andrew Kyle White of San Diego, age 37, pled guilty to federal criminal charges after admitting he twice illegally landed a small aircraft on the U.S. Naval Auxiliary Landing Field San Clemente Island. The second time he landed there, he stole a Navy truck and used it to damage gates on the island. White pled guilty to 1 felony count of theft of government property exceeding $1,000 and 1 misdemeanor count of illegal entry into a naval installation. He'd been in custody since he violated the terms of his bond by cutting off his ankle bracelet earlier this year. White flew a Glastar to San Clemente and landed without permission on October 9, 2023. After being apprehended, White received and signed a letter notifying him it was a federal crime to travel to the island without the Navy's permission and instructed him not to return. However, White flew to the island again April 6, 2025 without permission. This time he stole a white Ford F-150 that was property of the U.S. Navy. He drove the truck around the island and tried to gain access to areas blocked by locked gates. He used the truck to damage the gates, causing approximately $8,077 in damages and costs to have the truck towed. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne. And don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching.